But do you have a real job?
All right, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. We are here with an awesome artist out of LA and a guy I just collabed with recently on a new song called Not Sober. Check the man out. His name is Atori Zoom. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Hey, man, shit, out here living another day, trying to make the most of it.
I feel that shit. How's it been going out there since COVID has been running rampant?
Man, this shit is ass, to be honest. Like, I'm not a homebody. Like, I like staying home, but I like, exploring shit like nature and all that shit as well. I like being outside. I like being around trees and shit like that.
Right.
Like, no hippie shit, but
right.
Yeah, like I just like being outside. Like, and COVID just makes it a little bit more sus. Like, I don't mind, I always stay away from people, but yeah.
That's where I'm at. I like to stay fucking away from people. I'm like, you're not really fucking around with me with the social distancing. I'm already socially distanced anyway. But
Yeah.
I feel you, man. You want to get out and do shit, and you can't do it. Are you guys locked down still out there?
Yeah. We got the curfew and all that going on out here. It's heavy out here.
Damn. So what can you do? I mean, go to grocery stores and stuff like that?
Usually, yeah, it's like you could do all your normal stuff, but the thing is, like, now it's just extra. Like, there's a line for everything. Like there's usually lines for everything, but there's like extra lines, like,
right.
And then you gotta space out, which is cool. I get it, like it's just like crazy.
Right. It is fucking crazy. How has it changed your life since it all started out?
Man, honestly, just being more aware of, like, around, like, who you're with, what you're doing, like the things you could catch, like just like even if it's just a flu or like a cold, like it's easy to get that shit.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? Like, all these restaurants closed down early. At least over here they stopped doing it, but they would close down early, like 2 hours early every night when COVID started hitting. And after they started opening up again, because they were obviously shut down for a bit, but they would clean up, and sanitize everything and make sure everything was clean. I'm like, yo, why weren't we doing this before we got here?
Now they got the fucking tents outside of Denny's and shit. It's like, damn,
bro, no way.
Yeah,
the homeless problem out there. I was out there recently and I was like kind of blown away. You see videos about it on YouTube and then you see it with your own eyes and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's heavy, especially in downtown. Like, shit, seems like every road you go to is like, it's like a whole row of like homeless people just living out there. It's like that really puts your life into perspective, because it's like, damn, like, like out of all the people, like I'm not down that bad. And then you just like kind of look at those people, just like, damn, like if only they knew what it was to be like in your position. It's just like, you just got to be grateful, man.
I feel that. Yeah, that's one thing COVID taught everybody, I think. That's just to take everything you got and don't take it for granted.
Most definitely.
Because you could lose that shit one day. I mean, You see it with small businesses. They're all shutting down. Like, staples of our community are gone forever.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's insane. How quick life could just say fucking bye-bye.
No doubt.
And especially in the music industry, man. I mean, I don't know how often you were doing live shows, but you can't do live shows anymore, really. Even if you do one, good luck.
I haven't, my bad. I haven't performed a single live show yet.
Oh, you haven't even performed?
Nah.
Damn, have you performed under different names with different artists or not?
I'm pretty much new to this, to be honest.
Damn, bro, how old are you?
21.
Damn, that's crazy, man. And you haven't even done a show yet, and you got all this fucking notoriety going down. Yeah. And I didn't even know who you were. I mean, that's not a diss, but
no, yeah.
Harry, I was hitting up Harry, I worked with him, and I was like, hey, I got this song. I don't have anybody on it yet, but it's something I'm working on. And he was like, yo, I got this guy, and he's fucking dope, and you want him on this track. Who is that? And he told me who you were, and I looked your SoundCloud up, and I was like, bro, who the fuck is this guy? I never heard of you, but you got the dopest shit. And I'm like, I never heard of this guy, and he's putting out these dope ass tracks. And I was like, all right, this guy's got to be on my shit. And then you did it, and you killed that shit, and I really appreciate you jumping on that and hopping on that video. And,
no problem, bro.
And then it wasn't until I checked out your Spotify that I realized how big you were actually getting. You got that Buster song, bro, is blowing up.
Yeah, honestly, like, it's all thanks to like just people like spreading the word, like especially like the car community, because I feel like that song was especially, I made that especially, for the car culture. Like, originally it was supposed to be like tribute to Paul Walker. I dropped it on his birthday,
Damn.
2019. Yeah, it was like I know Paul Walker didn't, he wasn't in the whole Tokyo Drift shit. I get that people bring that up, but I'm just like, it's still Fast and Furious. It's still like when you think of that, you think of Paul Walker and all that stuff, Vin Diesel, all that. So like, yeah, I dropped that. I dropped the song, and yeah, all of a sudden it just started going crazy. People started making TikToks to it. It's like, definitely changed my life.
Right. How long did it take for that song to actually get going?
Honestly, like from the jump, it was pretty good. It was solid as fuck. Um, but like just like by every month, it just started getting crazier until like one point, there's like thousands of TikToks like every week. It's just like whoa.
Right. That's crazy. And did you upload your shit to TikTok, or did you just notice other people were just doing it?
No, I mean like I do all my shit like through a distributor and like they handle all that shit and then yeah, it just ends up on TikTok and yeah, I mean I never pushed that shit, but like all of a sudden it just started going crazy on there. Like, yeah.
Right. Did you release that song? It's just like a one-off, just like, yeah, this is a pretty much a tribute to Paul Walker. Fuck, it's a dope song. Here you go.
Yeah, that's what I do still now. I just release song by song. I don't even do albums anymore. I mean, I do albums, but like, like not that often as I used to. Like now, like if I drop an album, it would be like just a few songs and it would be like maybe once or twice a year. But I focus mainly on the single just because I feel like people nowadays have such a short attention span. That's not no diss. Like even I have a short attention span. You feel me? Like if I'm looking at something, I could only see it for like a minute because on to the next shit. But like
Right.
yeah, that's why I feel like if I drop a song, people are more inclined to listen to it.
Right. Is that why
Yeah,
you did the video for that song? Because I've noticed you don't have a lot of music videos out there, but you did one for that song and you just dropped that recently. And I've
yeah,
seen it.
yeah,
I've seen the views be popping, man. They just keep going up and up.
yeah.
How did that video come along?
Um, honestly, uh, I hit up this like car page where it's like they do like car events all the time, and it's called Drip Season. And I just hit them. I was like, "Yo, can I shoot a video like over there?" They were like, "Yeah, like come through." It was in I forgot where it was. I think it was like Santa Ana or some shit. I pulled up, the videographer shot through, and yeah, the rest is history. Actually, funny story, not too funny, but that day I was actually having like a massive panic attack the entire time I was shooting that video. Actually, the whole day I was just feeling anxious the whole day. I probably just because I never really shot a video to that magnitude, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it was an event, so a lot of people were there. A lot of people were like watching me.
Mm.
Like yeah, I was getting anxious, and I actually had a fucking panic attack on the way home on the freeway.
Damn, that's
I know,
crazy.
yeah. For
But
real. Yeah, that shit was crazy as fuck.
that's just nerve-wracking, man, especially when you haven't done it and you're new to it and you're like, all these people are staring at me.
Yeah, because honestly, like I never did this shit, for no fame or no notoriety. I do it for the music pretty much. That's all I care about. Fuck everything else, honestly.
Right. And how did you oh, I was gonna say you fucking just showed up at the car show.
You said what?
I was gonna ask you how you even get all those people there at that place, but I just remembered, yeah, you just said you just showed up at the car show, which
Yeah,
is fucking
yeah.
crazy, man, and like a great spot.
Yeah, for real. Wolf was there too, so yeah, it's like yeah. The spotlight was really on me too.
Right. Oh, and when you have a video like that, even with just me, I do videos all the time and I'm thinking, damn, that's a high production video. He must have went all out, hired a bunch of people, with badass cars to show up to this place at once and had a party or something. And it was like some crazy thing. And it's crazy. You just showed up and say, yo, can I film? They're like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
fine.
much. Yeah, so I went down.
Man, music is crazy, man. You can do so much with so little.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I like about it.
You got any new video ideas coming out? Or because I think,
Uh,
was that the only video you have out?
No, no, I have quite a few out. Like I used to like because I've been working since like 2017 on this music shit, like late 2017. Not seriously though. I
Mm,
started taking it serious like early 2019. But yeah, I shot a few like low key videos, nothing too crazy with like high end production, just like homemade shit.
right.
And I dropped those, so I had a few of those out. But like recently, I've really been getting on my music video grind. I just
Mm-hmm.
dropped a video for my song called Incident, and it's the complete opposite of Buster. It's more of like a sad song, and I'm like singing on it and shit. I got falsettos and shit on it too. It's like it's completely different. And like the crazy thing about it is that like when I premiered that video, on YouTube. It's like people start trashing on it, like in the live chat. I was kind of expecting it too, because I feel like, yeah, I feel like they're like, yo, these 12-year-old Roblox kids trying to expecting another Buster Part 2 type shit. I was like, nah, I'm
Right.
not gonna do that, bro. Like, this is me, like dead ass. Like, y'all could
Right.
just get with it or get the fuck out. You feel me? So like, I dropped that. You know, some people, it's not everybody. Like, most of it was positivity. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but there were those kids that were just kind of like, what the fuck is this? You know, I expected it, but I mean, shit, what can you do?
It's just like, fuck it, man. It's all about that music. I'm all over the place too. I got rap, I got metal, I got
Yeah,
pop and EDM, just all over the place. Cause fuck it, man. Just just doing music is fun.
exactly. Yeah, so it's how I feel.
Do you record all your own music or?
Yeah, everything I got my own setup here at home, you know, my little interface, mic and all that. I just let it go.
Man, it's crazy. People don't know how hard people work, man. Like you doing work out there.
Yeah, definitely like shit. It was definitely tough those first few days trying to get into it because I knew nothing about, like setups and,
Mm-hmm.
equipment and software. I was just, day by day just learn more until, you get to a spot where you're comfortable.
Right. How long have you been recording yourself for?
Uh yeah, like late 2017, that's when I got everything. That's why I just said fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Right. And how long did it take from like that point where you said, I'm going to do it all myself and say, fuck it, I'm going to be Satori Zoom? How long did it take from that point to get to a point where you're like, holy shit, this stuff is actually kind of taking off?
Like when I started in late 2017, like I was taking it like not too serious. It was more of a hobby for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just something to have fun with. And, I was making my songs. Some people were liking it, but I wasn't getting shit views. I was cool with it. I was like, whatever. And then yeah, like early 2019, I was like, yeah, I dropped out of college, you feel me? Like the jobs I was working on were fucking shit, like these 9 to 5 shit that I don't know, they just weren't, I wasn't with that. That's not me. So like I had no job at that point. I was like, fuck, what the fuck am I gonna do in my life?
Mm-hmm.
And I just said, fuck it, I'll make this song. Like I was sitting on this beat. It was for Lockout. And I got the homie Tilano. He's a local artist from out here.
Mm-hmm.
He said, fuck it, let's hop on this beat, and we just did it. We just let it rip. Then yeah, I dropped it on SoundCloud all of a sudden. Yeah, like it seemed like out of nowhere, like I was getting like 1,000 plays a day type shit. I was like, I don't even know where this coming from, but it's
Right.
crazy. Like, like the sad thing is that I dropped that song a week before my dad passed because he had gastric cancer. You feel me? So like I dropped that song and like I was excited to show him that I was gonna get my first 10K plays, and then like he had died like the day before I hit those 10K plays.
Damn.
Yeah, shit's crazy, but like yeah, like everything I do now is like I feel like it's a tribute to him, and like also like I just wish you were like here physically to like see that my fucking dream is manifesting itself, like that
Right.
it was all like just talk.
Right. I completely feel that, bro.
Yeah,
Man, it's crazy whenever you actually do something and you say, fuck it, I'm going to do it, how much you can actually do if you just believe in it.
yeah, exactly. Like if you have no like confidence in yourself or what you're doing, then like go look for something else, bro. Because like you have to have passion in this to be in it.
Right. And you said you dropped out of school, you didn't have no job. You're like, what the fuck am I going to do? And now look at you. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm grateful every day I wake up. I'm like, damn, like this is my life type shit. It's like,
right.
yeah, it's crazy, man. Cause like I said, I was down bad. Like, no job, no school. I was just at home being a bum, and like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I decided like I'm not just gonna do no in my life. You feel me? Like I'm gonna actually attempt this music shit. Like if it doesn't work out, fuck it. It wasn't meant to be. But here we are.
Right. And it's like one of those things where people will rip on you for fucking anything. Like, oh, you're a musician. Yeah, but like this reason I started this podcast and it's called But Do You Have a Real Job? Because I guarantee fucking to you, a lot of people were like, yeah, man, I know you're doing this music, but like, do you have a real job? Because the
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah,
bro, people just rip on you and shit. Not you in particular, just people that are doing music. They're just like, yo, you do music, but like, what do you really do? I'm like, bro, I'm doing this music seriously. And
yeah,
then when
no,
you actually do it, anything, if you do anything seriously and believe in it, you can do a lot.
yeah, no doubt. And it's like, I mean, yeah, it's just insane how like shit just happens if you really put your mind to it.
Right.
It's really just about working hard every day. Like I know it sounds cliche as fuck, but
Mm-hmm.
it's really what it's about. Like if you work hard at it, like eventually what you dream of will manifest itself.
Right. And I don't even feel like I'm working. Like, this is work, but not really.
Yeah,
I'm just chilling, talking to a dude. Like, it's not
yeah,
even work, but it is work. It's showing
yeah.
up, putting that time
Technically,
in,
yeah.
doing content, just fucking talking and hanging out.
Exactly, exactly.
A lot of people don't want to do that, but I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that people would rather just make less money doing something they're happy with than making more money doing something they fucking despise every day.
Yeah, no doubt. And like shit. And I really, like I'm really like envious of those people that like envious to a certain extent of those people that could work those 9 to 5s and be happy. Because like a part of me wishes I could do that, but I just can't. Like I just can't find happiness in that. And like I'm like, yeah, I'm like proud of the people that could do that every day. Like just keep a smile on their face. You feel me? Like
Right.
it's crazy, like I'm envious of that.
Yeah, because that shit ain't easy either. I mean, like waking up
Nah,
every day
not
at
easy.
8, 6, 7, 8 every fucking day for 20 years and then
Exactly.
going to work 5 days a week, that's fucking hard, man.
Yeah, the troopers, for real.
And I can't do that. I wouldn't make it. I'd just jump off a bridge. I'm gonna be straight up. I'd be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, same.
Like life is pretty good right now. Where are you at, like in life? Like, where's your mental state at in general?
Honestly, like I'm still dealing with my anxiety issue. Like
Right.
it's still something I'm overcoming, but like I feel like the more I do this shit, the more I'm into it. Once I start doing shows and shit, like I feel like all of that will just subside by itself once I get more comfortable with like what I'm doing.
Right.
But for now, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to, doing trying to be the best I can. I'm pretty good with where I'm at right now. Like as long as I'm trying.
Exactly. And I think this will give, you or anybody else a purpose in life. Like if they find something they really love, they find that purpose. It gives them something to wake up to and do every day.
Yeah,
It's crazy. A
exactly.
lot of people lack that purpose. A lot of people are still looking for it. Even those 9 to 5ers, they're just like, man, what's my purpose in life? What's my calling in life? I know a lot of people with jobs and they're still not happy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like if you're listening to this and like you have no idea what you want to do still, and like you feel like time's running out, like don't ever feel like time's running out. Like it's never too late to define what you're looking for. Like you could be lost for a while. It's okay to be lost. I was lost. I felt like I was never gonna make it. I felt like my life was at its end type shit. Like even though I was young as fuck, like I still felt like I had to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay to feel lost. Like it's all right.
Right.
Eventually you'll figure it out.
You know what they say? It's like, well, you can't have the good without the bad. You can't have the up without the downs. Like, you got to have that fucked up time to just make it good. I was
Exactly.
down there, had, living in the dumps, like a straight up bum, a fucking bum, literally this lazy bum. No money, no hope, no job, no car, no phone, no internet, no nothing.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, dude, I'm peaking in life right now. I'm like at the peak of my fucking life. Like, I'm not making money on my music, but that doesn't really matter because I'm fucking doing it anyway.
Exactly.
It's like
It's all
every
that matters.
fucking day. It's like if the music can pay the bills one day, I'll be fucking so happy. It'll be crazy.
Oh yeah. I mean that's what it's all about. Like as long as you're happy doing what you're doing, then like fuck everything else.
Right. Now I saw you were blowing up pretty hard on SoundCloud. You mentioned it earlier. How how big like how do you even get that to happen?
Honestly, like I'd say consistency over anything. I'm not like every song I come out with, I'll make sure I put my all into it. I'm not just making a song and saying fuck it, this sounds alright. I'll just put it out. No, like I'll make sure it sounds exactly how I hear it in my head. I envision it.
Mm-hmm.
Like music to me is more than just sound. It's a vision. I just feel like I had to get that vision out there like in this exact way. And if I make the song this exact fucking way, then that's just that's for me. Like people could listen to it, like that's fine. Like if they like it, they like it. If they don't, that's cool too. But I make it mainly for myself, and I'll just grateful. Like I'm just lucky to have people that feel the same way about my music that I feel about it.
Yeah, right, exactly. Do you
Yeah.
listen to your own music? You jam that
Um.
shit?
Most of it, like if I'm listening to my music, a lot of it is just like quality check. I'm just like hearing in the whip, see if everything's perfect. But sometimes I'll listen to it just like for pure enjoyment, but like it's rare.
Hmm.
Like just because I spent so much time with it, I just feel like once it's done, it's like done. Like onto my next vision, you know?
I feel that. Yeah, I listen
Yeah,
to a lot of my songs like right when I get them first done, like
yeah,
that mastered mix done. I listen to them a million times. I'm like,
yeah,
damn, I gotta make sure, like you said, you gotta quality check it, make sure it sounds good. But
yeah.
half the time, I'm just like, fuck, I cannot believe I did this shit. This sounds awesome.
Exactly.
But a lot of people rip musicians. You listen to your own music? Like, yeah, motherfucker, I made it. I mean, of course, I listen to it.
Yeah,
It's crazy,
yeah. I
but
mean, yeah. A lot of it, like people try to make it some sort of narcissistic thing. Like it kind of is to a degree, but like
mhm,
shit. For me, it's like I just made this and I'm proud of it. That's pretty much it.
right. Music is just a vibe. Like, if somebody creates art, whether it's painting or a movie or anything, it's like if you want to look at it and enjoy it, I think it's fine. It's just art, just something to vibe to, something to get the mind off the whatever the fuck.
Exactly, no doubt.
Now, how hard it is it, you said you want to create, the music that you see in your head. And when you hear something, like when you make a beat, I can imagine, you got ideas flowing in your head for what you want the vocals to sound like, the lyrics to be. How hard is it to take that idea from your head and actually put it down on the paper?
Sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes a month, but it's for me. I have to find the perfect beat first. To find the perfect beat, it's easy as fuck. If I find a beat that's a little challenging, like, but I still love it, I'll try to work around it. I'll try to make it happen.
Hmm.
That's the ones that take longer. But if I find a beat that like automatically have a vision for it, then that's when it's so simple to me. Like Buster was one that just took me a day. Like
Right.
I heard the beat, I was like, I know exactly what I want this to be, and I made that.
Yep. It's crazy how that works. Those quick songs, they usually end up being the bigger ones for some reason. The more
Yeah,
ones that relate to people, because you're just vibing with it immediately. And I love those beats where you just hear it and you're like, oh, that's it. That's what
yeah,
I'm looking for. But yeah, then you get those some challenging beats where you're like, oh, I could probably work with this. And then, it is what it is. A lot of the beats I end up writing to and doing, I don't even release. I save the releases for the good shit. Because I got so many songs, it's like I can't release every literal song I do.
no, yeah, exactly. Like like I don't work on a song unless I'm sure I'm gonna put it out. Like there are a few that I'll maybe keep in the vault just because I feel like they're not ready yet. But
Hmm.
most of the time, like if I hear a beat, I'm like, yo, this is something I have to put out. Like no excuses.
Yeah. Yeah, I get some of those songs where I'm like, yo, this is gonna come out.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't released a song, I took a break for like 4 months, just prepping for 2021 and getting a bunch of releases ready.
Mhm.
And I wrote one of these songs and like one of these day songs where I hear it and a beat. I'm like, that's it. I write a song. I'm like, I need to record this tomorrow. I'm gonna drop this shit next week.
Yeah.
Because it's like sometimes you hear it and it's so good and you love it that much. You're like, I want this shit to be out right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, as a musician, do you like write music and release it kind of based on seasons, or is that just what I'm doing? Because I think a lot of people do kind of like the mainstream artists maybe base it around like, oh, people are going to be feeling more emo in the winter or more happy in the spring and the fall or the summer.
No, honestly, it's just how I'm feeling. Like, if I'm feeling sad in the middle of July, then I'll give you a sad song in the middle of July. If I'm feeling happy in December, I'll give you a happy song in December. Like, just how I'm feeling. Like, wherever my mind is at the moment, that's what you're gonna hear. Like, if you
Right.
hear something sad in January, then that's how I'm feeling in January. You know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel it. You said you hadn't done any live shows. Are you thinking about doing any live shows on YouTube or?
Honestly, like, I'm thinking about it. I've had a few offers, but nothing really came of it. But I'm open to it though. That shit sounds fun. You know?
Right. I'm gonna do one on New Year's Eve. I just like fuck it. Like nobody
All
else.
right.
Like I can't do a show here. I mean, especially with my kind of music, I'm not a bar band. It's like if I showed up and tried to play a music, the people that would come and watch, it would be like one person there, which is fine. But like I don't want to go through all that hassle for one person to have a good time. But YouTube
Exactly.
right now is like all of it is just popping hardcore. Like Zoom right now, aka Zoom. It's popping right now
Yeah.
because everybody's at home stuck on their video shit.
Oh, exactly. But like, funny thing about Zoom too, I keep getting DMs and people are just like, it's like, yo, like my Zoom is not working. I feel like most of it is trolling now, but at first there were a few that were serious. Like I'm like, yo, my God, like, can you click on a profile? Like, can you clearly
Right.
see I'm not the CEO of Zoom, but apparently
Right.
I'm the CEO of Zoom. It's cool though.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask if that was like all troll, all cap, or not, because
No,
it
yeah.
seems like maybe one or two people would be like, "Hey, maybe this guy knows something about Zoom."
No, yeah. Like I feel like most like the serious ones were always like foreign people, which I understand. Like,
Right.
but and then yeah, then I got the trolls that are just like doing it for fun and shit, which is funny. Like,
Which is pretty funny. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like Zoom, Zoom. It's like, come on, guys, it's not that funny. It's like kind of funny, but it's like, yeah, we
It was
get it.
funny at the start, but then yeah, shit got so
Yeah,
quick. I was like, nah.
after you post about it, then it's like, okay, now it's not funny.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a new bandana, I see.
Oh yeah, I got my little Hello Kitty bandana.
Yeah, that's
Rocking
dope.
hard.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You got that look, man. Like that. Everybody needs their own fucking thing when it comes to art, or musicians especially. You need your own thing to let you stand out. You got that thing going on. The hat, the LA hat specifically, and the bandana. That's a
Yeah, I
dope look
mean,
for you.
yeah, I just feel like, I have to like just be myself, like this is who I am. Like
Right.
this is what I feel like represents me visually. Like this is more than just, music. This is a culture, like this hat under the bandana shit. I mean, bandana under the hat shit. It's not
Mm-hmm.
new, like this shit's been done like thousands of times before. Like this shit is an old tradition, like especially in hip hop
Right.
and like, hood culture, like shit I grew up in.
Yep.
And I just feel I had to represent that, like this is who I am.
Right. And that's the one thing about music is like a lot of the times you get like, artists or listen to their music. It's not like an actor or somebody who's playing somebody that they're not. Musicians are usually acting like themselves. So when you listen to somebody's music, it really seems like you're getting to know the person a little bit more. And it's easier for people to connect with a musician and an artist than it is, let's say, an actor like Tom Hanks. Who the fuck relates to Tom Hanks? Nobody. But who relates to a fucking musician? Most people.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the one thing I really love about music is that you get a level of intimacy you don't get anywhere else with somebody, with a musician. It's like you hear the music and you feel like you connect to the artist like in an intimate way. It's beautiful.
Right. And it's not even, you don't even need lyrics half the time. You could just have a fucking song playing. You ever done LSD or any like hallucinogens?
Uh, I dropped LSD once in my life, and that was like my senior year of high school. It was like at the very end. And I just said fuck it, like might as well cross this off the bucket list.
Right.
And I dropped it, and then like nothing was happening for a cool minute. So I was like, I fuck it, it's not working, whatever. Like I just got fucking scammed, whatever. And
Yep.
then like the crazy thing is like I was in the middle of making music too. Like shit. I was just making music, right? I was just on the mic just doing some bullshit, right? And then like all of a sudden I just feel weird. Like I'm not even feeling like anything yet. I'm just like something's not right, like
Yep.
something's different. And then like all of a sudden I feel like I was getting sick or something, bro. Like that I just said fuck the music. I'm gonna stop right now. I just laid down, you feel me? Like, and then that shit snap just hit. Like walls, the whole, the cliche, the walls moving and shit, the walls breathing,
Yeah.
the whole geometric pattern start hitting. I was like, whoa. But like I wasn't prepared for it though, because the thing is like I wasn't in the right mental state to be dropping LSD. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was still very stressed out at that time because end of the school year, like you gotta get all your credits and shit. I wasn't the best student, so I had to make sure to get my credits in. I was stressed the fuck out. I had homework, all this other bullshit. And yeah, I had a bad trip for most of it, a lot of it. And it was
Damn.
pretty much hell. Like when I tell you it was hell, it was literal hell. Like I met the devil with my own fucking eyes, bro. Like I met the devil. And like, but the crazy part about it is that like I met God too. Like I saw the beautiful aspects of it as well. Like that was late into the trip, but like honestly, it all flipped a switch when I said like I had to force myself. I was like, yo, I'm already in this. Like, might as well make it a good experience. I was scared to death. I thought I was gonna die, dead ass. Like I was hitting up my friend. I was like, yo, am I gonna die? And then he was like, no, you're just having a trip. You're just having a bad trip. Like it'll be over soon. But like I was dead ass like panicking because I thought like shit was over. Like, and
Yeah.
yeah. But like he
You're
kept
like, is it
reassuring
gonna
me
be like
like,
this forever?
yeah, dead ass. And then like he was just like, yo, bro, it's like you're in a trip. Like might as well make the best of it if you're there. So I was like, you know what, yeah, you're right. So like I just try my best. I played. Funny thing is, I was playing Coldplay, um, Clocks by Coldplay. I was listening
Hmm.
to that song and I was like, all right, that's when the shit flipped. I was like, all right, yeah, music sounds fucking insane as fuck. It sounds like world peace type shit. And then I was just on the fucking Coldplay playlist. I was like, yeah, Coldplay. Well, fucking how knows D that shit hits as fuck. It's like, yeah, that's where the shit really flipped for me, and that's when everything started turning beautiful. I feel like there was world peace and all this other bullshit. It's like, whoa. But I did take some important, valuable information from it. Like the one thing I really took from it, the one phrase that I still remember to this day is there is. That's it. That's the phrase. There is, and that's pretty much what it all boils down to. Everything that we're experiencing, everything that we're living, like it just is, you know?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
100%. That's crazy, man. But the music, dude, that's where it's at. Once you start tripping, yeah, once you turn on that music, it's game over.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, music really saved my trip.
Yeah, I listen to Beethoven quite a bit whenever I'm tripping, and just the like Mozart, when you listen to this shit, it's like you truly understand what music is when you're tripping and you're just listening to this piano work and you're listening to the verses and the choruses even though they're just implied and they're not literal. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, like you could, like if music isn't art already, when you listen to it on LSD, it becomes like it feels like you're not just seeing Mona Lisa. You feel like you're seeing Mona Lisa crawl out of the painting and like fucking hug you.
Right. And Coldplay is
Yeah.
a good example, man. Coldplay fucks me up on acid.
Oh
I
yeah.
would I would watch their music video, Him for a Weekend, I think. I don't know, I think that's what it's called, but the video on it's absolutely out of control. And when you
No, yeah.
watch it in like these certain videos, it literally makes you feel so at peace and just at
Like,
home, like you're just good. You're just like, man, I'm
yeah,
good.
exactly.
And you can't, it's hard to even explain, and I know, it's hard to explain the thoughts that go through your head when you're tripping and the things that you're realizing. It's like I can't tell you what I'm realizing. I just realize all these things.
Yeah, it's definitely an individual experience. I feel like everybody takes the experience in a different way. Like some people take different aspects of the trip and they make it their own. Which is what I like about it. Like it's tailor made for you.
Right. I took LSD at the gathering last year, the gathering of the Juggalos. I don't know if you know what that is, but
Oh yeah.
bro, it was wild. It was the
Oh yeah.
craziest trip of my entire life. And I trip a lot and I'm like, this shit is wild. When you're around a bunch of clowns and you're in the middle of the woods and it's just nuts.
Mm.
You know what the gathering is though?
I heard about it. I know what juggalos are for sure, but
You like juggalos?
um, I think they're classified as a gang, so I'm gonna be light with my words. I'm gonna say I respect the juggalo community. Feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Y'all keep rocking. Y'all keep doing what you do. Feel me?
Yeah, man. I like juggalos. I like juggalos. No, yeah, the FBI classified them as a gang, which is fucking
That shit was funny to me.
absurd. I'm like, man, you guys are crazy, man. It's like we got clown members, clown people as gang members, and
Yes,
marijuana is still as bad as heroin. I'm like, come on,
right.
man. These
World's upside
people,
down.
yo, man, I'm not a fan of the government. People, especially right now, man, people are up in arms. You can't be a lefty or you can't be a righty. You can't be a this or fuck you or fuck me. It's
Yeah,
crazy, man. I hate the world.
yeah. I just feel like once once you join the side, you're automatically targeted by everything else.
Right, but the other side, it's
Yeah,
like it can't just be we're all here on
exactly.
this fucking floating rock, literally just floating in the middle of fucking space and time, and we're sitting here talking about Donald Trump. I'm like, man, look at all of life. I don't give a fuck about Trump. I don't give a fuck about the government. They're not gonna tell me
Yeah,
how to
that's
feel.
why that's why I stopped following all this political shit. It's like there's more important to focus on for me personally. Like people judge me for it too. It's like yo, because honestly, I'm gonna just say straight up, I did not vote.
Me
And people
neither.
like a lot of people
It's
criticize
pointless.
yeah, a lot of people criticize my decision. They're like, yo, but don't you want this and that? Like, we got this for president. Don't you want this, that, whatever the third? I was like, you know what? It's not my world. That's your world. My world's
Right. That's what
different.
I'm saying. I'm like, you're
Mm,
assuming that you're gonna get what you vote for.
yeah,
Like, you're not gonna
exactly.
get that. So that's why I'm just like, man, I'm trying to keep my community good. I'll fucking get back to my people, my friends, my family, my community, and I'll fucking do the best I can as a person. I can't do
Exactly.
much other than that. I don't have any fucking power. I'm a little man. I'm just like you and everybody else in this fucking world, and people gotta chill the fuck out.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's like everybody wants to fight each other. It's like, come on, man, just chill, man. Smoke some weed.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, just I don't understand what all this, commotion's about. It's
That's what I'm
fine.
saying. But 2021's a new fucking year, and I'm gonna make the best of it. Even though this year was fucking wacky, I still had a pretty good year. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I just feel like some aspects of it were good, some were bad, but honestly, just you got to take every bad experience with a grain of salt, but you also got to learn from it to
Right.
to be better. So I just feel like we're just learning every day. We're experiencing, gaining new wisdom. I just feel like that's something to use for 2021.
Right. You just gotta go in with a good attitude, good vibes, and just
Yeah,
fucking hope for the best.
just gotta remain positive.
Expect the worst, but hope for the best. That's the way you gotta live it. All right, bro. I'm gonna wrap this podcast up. I don't know how long we've been on here, but long enough where they're probably gonna kick us at any moment. But
Yeah, probably.
everybody listening at home, thank you so much for listening. Where should we find you at on the internet? I know you're on SoundCloud and a lot of other places.
Yeah, if you want to find my handles on social media, it's at Zoomthrax at ZOOMTHRAX, and just look me up on SoundCloud, Spotify, for under Satori Zoom, $ for Satori Zoom, just like what we're recording on.
Hell yeah, Zoom.
Yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, man. What's your plans for next year? You got anything going on at the beginning or not?
Yeah, I got big plans for next year. It's like shit I can't even talk about, but I got a lot in the works.
Hell yeah, man. I fucking hope the best for you, man. I'm always gonna be hoping the best for you and
Thank
all
you.
those other artists out there. And fucking Harry, I'm glad we all got to get together when I'm out there, fucking do some shit, and
Yeah, most definitely.
keep on the keeping on. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
everybody. Once again, thanks for listening. This has been But You Have a Real Job, and we were here today with Satori Zoom. Go find him on SoundCloud, Spotify, and all other social media platforms. Thanks again
Peace.
for listening, guys, and we are out of here. Peace out, man.
Peace, man.
But do you have a real job?